One of the most difficult things for ambitious people to take in is that resting can actually be the most productive thing that you can do. Hi, People Soul. It feels so good to be here with you today. I am getting ready to film a video and I could just come to you like this, but you can see how your perspective will change when I'm actually taking time to get ready. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to get my camera on and just film. One of the most difficult things for ambitious people to take in is that resting can actually be the most productive thing that you can do. I'm not talking about just resting and not doing anything, laziness, right? But I'm talking about you have those structure in place that helps you to have a level of consistency in your energy, in the actions that you take, and then you feel a little bit tired, right? Like you are giving too much, and then this is when resting is really required in order to recover from that state. Give yourself permission to slow down in order to heal. This period of healing is going to help you to return to self-love and to renew yourself. It is going to help you to transmute the shadow part of yourself who thinks that you just need to work and give more, right? This will lead you to have deep recovery that will actually reset everything and help the landscape of your life to be built on a totally different foundation, a foundation of self-love and deep self-care. Deep resting is your way to that deep self-love and self-care. This period of resting is especially important when you have been in a period where you feel blocked, you feel like you lack inspiration. This is going to help you to renew that creativity, to have new ideas, to see connections where it seems like there are no connections. I remember a story that I heard about a very famous painter or artist, let's say. And when he was in his resting period, that is when he was actually doing his most difficult work, right? So someone come to visit them and he'd ask, "What are you doing? You have this project and the deadline is coming soon, but I see you here just resting and chilling. Why are you doing this?" And it's like, "I'm actually working." That person couldn't believe what they were hearing, right? And another time they came to visit again and they say that person, let's say painting or writing, and say, "Oh, finally you have started working." And that person say, "No, I'm just resting." So the perspective is that in your resting phase, that can be your most intense creative phase. Creation in the sense of realigning with that creative power that is the universe. Creation doesn't mean that you are efforting, right? It means that you receive the ideas and then you take action on those ideas. When you have received the downloads, taking actions is not the most difficult part because you know what the next step is, and generally it's a baby step, so it's really easy to take that baby step. But when you don't give yourself permission to rest, you don't give yourself the opportunity to connect with that creative source. So in those phases where you are taking time to rest, it's also the time where you can start making plans for your future, because it's like the world is filled with possible adventures and opportunity and so much creativity. But it's when you give yourself the ability to connect with those infinite possibilities that you actually create a reality that is beyond your dreams. So take time to rest because it is opening the door for those opportunities. Yes, it's as important to have that structure in our life that allows us to create what we actually desire, right? I'm not negating that, but I'm encouraging us to really take those moments when we feel like I could need some rest, to actually take that rest. So in case you want to see, I'm using the Shea Moisture. I don't think that it will focus, but it's okay. Shea Moisture to have some smoothness. Resting can also allow us to heal at a deeper level. You see, the type of healing where maybe on your journey you have had a lot of missteps, what you will call failure, because things didn't went the way you expected. But taking time to rest can help you to change your perspective and see that actually what you perceive as failure is not real failure. I love this thing. I bought it years ago from a trip to Japan. It is handmade and I just love it. I use it to secure and decorate my hair, beautifying the superficial. Alright, and now I will try to give a form to the hair to get those lines away without creating too much frizz. Right. A rested frequency can also help us to heal at a deeper level. Sometimes from the past, we have had so many things happen to us that make us feel like if that happened, maybe it will happen again. Not at a conscious level, but subconsciously we can fear that something bad will happen. In the last video, I showed you what I do for my face, the minimal, less makeup, and that's what I'm going to do again today. So, even if you feel like things are against you, don't get discouraged. I know even for me, it happens that I go into scarcity mindset and I feel like things are not working, things are against me, like having too many interests or too many roles that you play, and feeling like that is stopping you from your actual mission that you would love to have, or feeling like you don't have the resources to let yourself be helped by engaging someone, for example, who will help you on your projects, right? So feeling like the world is against you, it's not the reality, at least it's not the whole part, right? And when you rest, you reconnect with that abundant part of yourself who understand that we are living in an abundant universe, that we are actually already abundant if we change our perspective, our perception, to see the things that are actually already working in our life the way we want them to. I will give you some examples of these, but it's really important to understand that our perception can change our reality. So I'll do the concealer under the eyes. Not only will resting change our perception, it will also change the energy that we bring. Give us more courage to be more passionate about what we do. And I don't mean passion like doing things at all costs, because passion etymologically means suffering, right? I mean passion in the sense of having a divine mission and actually embracing everything that belongs to that mission. So I'll use my fingers again because I love that. So I put the concealer and then I will come back. Sometimes the failures that happen, the perceived failure, can make us feel like we have lost our inspiration, feel like we are blocked. It even happened to me while I was preparing to do this video, that I felt like, because I was watching my previous videos from other years, sometimes they really give me inspiration. And at the same time, they make me compare my current reality with the past. Like, it seems like in the past I was more successful because I had more views. But what you cannot see is that in the past also I didn't feel like I was myself, right? I felt like I was applying strategies, but it didn't feel like me. And so now I am more feeling like myself, but I'm not having the views. And there must be a way to combine both, right? All right, I will blend everything now. And it's really like being stuck in the past. It's like you are making yourself suffer even more. The past is over and we have the present moment. How can you use what you have learned to continue on your journey, right? So it's really an important task to be able to heal, and resting will help us to do that, to heal at a deeper level, and that will free new inspiration. That will free our abundance again. Sometimes we are not aware of the ways how we block ourselves. That will help us to take time to invest in ourselves, in self-care, in self-love, and in beautifying ourselves, but also in taking care of our internal self, like going for walks in nature. Part of this video has been filmed in the forest yesterday. Alright, today for my eyebrows, I will use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil, triangular brow pencil. You will see what I'm doing. It's the same technique that I showed you the other day, last video, and I try to mimic what my brows are already doing. With the other side, I can brush them. You see, it's because I was resting that I had this aha moment. For me, doing this makeup is like, if you are stressed, you would think it's a waste of time, right? The same as doing your hair in a different way. But if you are relaxed, you feel like it is investing in yourself, it is investing in your vibration, and breathe in that moment, glow in that moment. Don't feel like you are wasting your time. Feel like you are elevating yourself, or at least you are having fun with yourself. You are on a date with yourself. Imagine that you have a party that you are going to, and you really love people there, you really love partying, right? Part of getting prepared for that party is doing your makeup, doing your hair, wearing your heels, wearing cute outfits, right? But if you are not rested, if you are stressed, if you had something crazy going to work, you might not feel like doing those things. You might not even feel like going to that party at all, right? So that is to give you the difference between someone who is having fun in life just because they want to have fun, and someone who is so stressed that they define fun as a waste of time, right? So taking this time before the videos to beautify the superficial is like bringing love in what you do. Yes, I could do it without all of this, and have done it, right? And now, because I choose to rest more, I am inspired again to do this now. Who knows what the future will bring us, but right now it feels so aligned to do this. So now we go with the, is it the brow gel here, or is it the mascara? I'm not sure. I think it's the mascara. I won't do mascara today because I don't want to stress myself. Layers by layers. To my brow gel. I leave my eyes as they are for today. Now let's do something with our lips. And I understand when you try something new, it can work and be beautiful, or it cannot work and be like, no. So my advice is that if at the end you don't like it, you just wash it off, right? And you are perfect the way you are. Resting is helping you to reclaim your beauty, to reclaim your sensuality, to reclaim your sexuality, because it's a high vibrational energy. It is a luxurious energy. When you are in survival mode, you don't think about that at all. You don't think about being beautiful or sensual. You think about surviving. How am I going to solve that next problem, right? But when you are rested, you can actually go out of survival mode and start doing things just for the fun of doing things. So it is a more luxurious energy. What should I use today? I think I'll go for this scene one. At least on the outside, this one. So, and then I'll put something brighter in the middle. I always forget to moisturize my lips before, because I prefer to use lip gloss on top so it's moisturized from the outside. Alright guys, the last step was to add some lip gloss, and now we are ready. And blending is so important, so I'm going to blend one more time. Let it be like this. Alright, take this off. So the last step is to do the nail polish. I'm going to do that, and we are going to continue. I am creating a course called Embody Your Feminine Energy. I would love for you to tell me, if you were taking a cup of tea with me, what are the 2 most important questions that are burning you to ask me about embodying your feminine energy. Alright gorgeous, if you feel called to finally have that emotional stability and to lead yourself from within in order to attract with ease, then Embody Your Feminine Energy is for you. I put everything below. I love you so much. Until next time, stay very inspired. Mwah. I love you.